So if you're asked to solve an equation for x where it seems pretty complicated, you should keep in mind the order of operations. I write the order of operations like this. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. And that's a little different than how you're used to seeing it probably, because the order of multiplication and division, they should happen at the same time. Multiplication and division, the way you decide which one goes first is it goes left to right. So whichever is the leftmost operation, that's supposed to happen. And same thing with addition and subtraction, they happen at the same time. The way you choose which one to do is you read it left to right, just like you read a book. So to solve this equation, I'm going to first use the distributive property here and multiply that -2 times everything on the inside. And while we're at it, we might as well do the -3 times everything to the inside. It gives us -2x, subtract 6, subtract x, subtract 4. The things in black are the things that aren't changed. Things in blue have changed. -3x, subtract 12, plus 2. Remember, I'm just watching my signs. It's always going to be a negative. I'm always going to have a minus sign if the number is supposed to be negative, as in the case of this -3 times a positive 4. Negative times a positive makes a negative. Now that we use the distributive property, let's combine like terms. These guys are alike. That's going to combine to make -3x, because -2 subtracted by 1 makes -3. And then these combine to make -10. And then over on the right side, the only like terms we can combine is -12 plus 2. That makes a -10. Because you had $12 in debt, you added $2 to your account. You're now $10 in debt. We're still trying to get x by itself. There's nothing left we can combine, so let's try to get the x terms together. If I get rid of the x term over here by adding 3x, -3x plus 3x, that cancels right out. But what I do to the left side, I have to do to the right side. Add that 3x over there. And when we do that, these also cancel out, and we're left with a truism, something that's always true. -10 equals -10. So when this happens, when you're trying to solve an equation where you get something that's a true statement, -10 does equal -10, then x can be anything. It can be any number, any real number. If you get something that was not true, like if this is -9 equals -10, that means it doesn't matter what you're going to plug in for x. It's always going to fail to work. That's I don't know what they call that, but it's false. Anytime it's false, that means you can't find a number that works for x. Anytime you come up with two numbers that are exactly the same, there's nothing left to solve. That means x can be any number. Go ahead and try plugging in x equals 1, or x equals 2, or x equals 0. You should see that it works into this top equation. Okay.